Hi guys, another tutorial by me. This time I want to talk about this here, the sampler function on a Citronic MPCD-S6 or similar. Note that the smaller versions without the effects may also have a sampler. Right, what is part of the sample? Of course the sampler button, you can read it right here, barely. This is the memory button. These are 4 bank buttons, and that's not part of it. So it's just a few buttons. What can you do with it? First of all, hot cues. Normally, you just have one cue. This is, of course, the point you store, and you want to go back with what you want to go back to at any time. But with these bank buttons, you can store 4 cue points. This is easy if you doubt which point you're going to use to mix it in. You can save several points, or if you're creating a mashup, select the points where you want to go to this song, and you're going to find it very easily. The next function is a sample function. You can save a piece of music, and you can easily play it without the need of actually having the CD in, even that. So you can play that sample over the music on the same CDJ. You don't need to have the CD in there. Or you can have the same CD playing different sounds. Last is the loop sampler function, which you can loop a sample. Of course, this is not perfect for slide vocals. You don't want to hear those famous lines 20 times over again. But for a piece of drumline or a piece of music, just to give that your track that extra, you can give it another layer of music. Alright, I'm going to this one. I'm going to show you how to record a sample. Put the CD in. You go to your track, which is basically 68. It's MP3. And Eric A, the beat is rocking. I'm gonna put the music loud so you can hear it through the mic. Let me skip forward a bit. Alright. What we're gonna do in a minute is not just what some people do, press the memory button and then the bank. That will do, but what it will do, it will store its maximum capacity, which is 6.5 seconds. So it will store a random, well, 6.5 seconds, I call it a random piece of music. If you're gonna loop that, it could be anything. It could be 3 bars and a half, and then skip a beat. So if you want to assign a beginning and especially an end point, you need to create a loop first, and you're gonna save that loop. So at the appropriate moment, I'm gonna hit the in button, and when I want to exit, and press the out button. Then I'm gonna save that loop. So alright, that's not good, you hear the doubt, so I'm gonna cue this and I'm gonna do it again. If I just go into the loop, get a little back, and you just do it again. That's better, I think. You need continuity in the beats. Alright, so that's locked. While you have your loop, I don't know if you have to play it or not, I'm gonna do it for the safety. You press the memory button, which you can save, then you press one of the 4 numbers. And that's flashing, so it's saved. When I stop that, it's in queue mode now, I can use this bank without having to play the main music. First of all, you see the sampler button is not lit. This means it's in hot queue mode. This now works exactly like a queue button. Okay? So exactly like the keyboard. But of course, when I am somewhere different in the mix, I can do it again. Now it's double. See? Because it's saved in the internal memory, I can use it anywhere, anytime. Now, when I press the sampler button, it's lit full time. This is a loop sampler function. But I'm going to start with the second actually. This is flashing the sample mode. This will only play the stored sample once. That's it, just what you looped, play it once. This is perfect for vocals. If you want an extra line for some song that is famous, you can record it and just play it somewhere in the mix or in the set. So it's basically, you press it and it starts again if you press it again. But I'm going back to the loop sampler. Of course, this will play your loop, the loop you made. You press it and it will continue looping forever if you don't turn the unit off. Alright, so I'll just show you. You just saw that I pushed the sampler button again. This entered sample mode, it only played once, so it stopped after it ended the last part of the loop. So this is a way you can stop it. If you press it again during the music, it will stop immediately. Alright? The music was just like you play a loop, except for this, you can of course double it. Alright, got a phasing sound. Right, you hear the phasing sound, so you definitely know it was double. So it played the main music just out of the CD and out of the memory. I didn't press the phase button. You saw that, and you hear it because it's totally different. All right, and what you can do with this is just add that extra drum line I just recorded, or whatever you want, to another piece of music in the mix, or you can preview what you're going to mix in, which is probably a technique I don't like, but it can be cool. It can be cool. You just warn the crowd and you get them ready. Gonna do a mix now with this. This is Beat Is Rocking. This is another track I have previewed. It is, yep, you can't read that, DJ Sinclair, Lovely Flight. I'm gonna pause the camera and put the record into my laptop so you can have good audio quality, and we'll see what you think. Maybe you think it's crap, but it's an extra. Maybe you can do it better. Then show us, please. Bye.